How are you, Tom?
I'm very well, thank you, and thank you for inviting me to interview with you today. It's a great honor.
Okay, thanks. So I think someone going to get right into the questions. So can you please introduce yourself and tell us where you?
Okay, I'm Tom Swartz. I am the winner of Survivor South Africa Season 6 in the Philippines back in 2018. I grew up in a very rough neighborhood called Amalinda in East London. I moved to Port Elizabeth about 7 years ago to open up an anti-poaching unit and obviously express my love for wildlife as well as mostly the ocean, to be honest. And yeah, poachers caught me in a parking lot and ended my career in anti-poaching. And yeah, then I wrote into Survivor. And here I am now on the interview show.
No. And then, yeah. And why did you write in for Survivor?
That's actually quite a funny story, Morris. One of my landladies actually phoned me on a Sunday afternoon and she said to me, "Good morning, Tom, how are you?" And I didn't have her number on my phone. And I was like, "Hi, who's this?" She goes, "No, it's Auntie Trudy LaRue." I said, "Yes, Auntie Trudy, how are you?" She goes, "No, I'm fine. Listen, have you written into Survivor yet? Because today's the last day." I said, "No, Auntie Trudy, I haven't." She says, "Well, you need to because you're going to be good. You're not well in your head, clearly. Jy's 'n bietjie van 'n malletjie. So I want to see you and I'm going to challenge you to write in." So I put the phone down and my wife said to me, "Who was that?" I said, "No, that was Trudy LaRue. You won't believe it, our ex-landlady." She says, "Oh my gosh, do we owe her money?" I said, "No, it's actually the one person we don't owe any money to." She says, "I must write into Survivor." My wife says, "Well, let's do it. Come on, let's get it done." I was like, why not? I love being outside. I love being in the outdoors. I love being in nature. And I am a bit of a prepper. Sorry, I just bumped my thingy here. I am a bit of a prepper and I love, just being out in nature. And I thought it was a more of a challenge and one I was going to take on with everything I had. I mean, that's the biggest adventure of your life, is to prove to everybody that you could be a Robinson Crusoe if you needed to. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And how long were you in the night? Were you in the wild? And your experience, I want it.
Okay. So the total show was 39 days. My experience right in the beginning was, holy hell, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew. I don't think I was quite prepared for the severity, the size of the show that I was involved in. I mean, it's massive. The camera crew were 200 plus. It was like a massive wow factor for me. Like, do I really know what I'm doing here? I'm going to get sent home on day one. I'm out of here. And yeah, then I sort of started playing the game. And I thought to myself, well, if I could provide food and shelter and fire, then I've got a good platform to get pretty far. And I just, my biggest thing was I didn't want to get voted off first. And then I didn't want to get voted off second. And then I didn't want to get voted off third, fourth, or fifth. And eventually I was never voted off. Can you believe it? Incredible, eh?
Yeah. And if you have to sum yourself up in one word, what will that be and why?
These are very difficult questions. These are pretty good. So if I've got to sum myself up in one word, yeah, but that's tough, man. I would say determined, definitely determined. And why? I don't give up very easily at all. I think if there's a challenge out there, I'm willing to take it. I think when people tell me I can't, then I want to prove them wrong. When I eventually get to a stage where I don't know if I can anymore, then I want to go even harder. You know, I believe I'm very determined. Very.
Yeah. And what message do you have for others out
there? Only you can tell yourself when you're done. Nobody else can. Nobody else can say, okay, you finished now. You time to sit down. Your time's over. You'll never be that person. You can't get it right. Nobody can do it except you. And the only time that you ever will be that person is when you accept what they say. Don't accept what anybody says about you. You know yourself better than anybody else does. You're tougher than you think. You're not made out of glass. You can handle whatever this world has to throw at you. And only you can.
Yes. What did you and then what did you learn out of the whole Survivor experience?
Well, I learned that I was tougher than I thought. Which I believe I'm quite tough. You know, I'm not a softie by no means, but I'm even tougher than I expected. There's a lot more in me. That, you know, like one of my hashtags is hashtag I'm not done yet. This is just a beginning for me. And I think Survivor was also a beginning for me for something bigger, something better. It was an opening experience for me to show me that I do have a message for others and I just need a platform to be heard.
Right. And then will you do it again? You can?
Well, Mr. Interview Show, if they phoned me now, I probably wouldn't even say goodbye to you. I would be on the next plane out of here. My wife and then know that if Survivor had to phone me and say, listen, yeah, you got to leave now, I'd phone her from the airport, say, listen, I've got the clothes on my back, I'm out of here, cheers. I'd do it in a heartbeat, I loved every minute of it, every minute.
All right. Yeah. And also, I was actually wondering, how did you start the fire?
You bastard. How did I start the fire? Very nice. Well done. Okay, so the running joke in our house is that if somebody wants to come and bride our house, they've got to tell us on Tuesday because I might get the fire lit by Saturday. I remember the morning after that episode, I lost the fire challenge to Jean, and she was such a champion. I was so disappointed. And then we got given a flint to take home after tribal council. And it had been raining for a couple of days, so everything was nice and wet. And I eventually just left everything outside on the sand to try and dry off, like coconut husk and stuff like that. And then I got the fire started then. But then that was day 4. So all of this aired on episode 1 of Survivor. And the next morning, my wife called me. She said, I think you need to come and look outside quickly. I said, what's going on? She goes, no, I think you need to see this for yourself. Well, I went outside and our front lawn was just covered in boxes of blitz and candles and fire lighters and big lighters and matches. It was incredible. And I still face it today. You know, it's now 2.5 years later, almost 3 years ago. And still the oaks are teasing me. That and licking the spoon. You know, don't lick a spoon anywhere. And if you're going to make a fire, make sure you do it properly because you will never outlive that. That's going to live with me the rest of my life, I can promise you. It's pretty funny, though.
And then, wasn't common with my mother.
Oh, hello, Letitia. How did you survive without smokes? Okay. Actually, that was the easiest part. Was because nobody else had cigarettes on the show. So it wasn't like somebody could light up next to you and then you crave and you light a cigarette. So it wasn't a case of anybody else had cigarettes. So it wasn't an option anymore. It wasn't like we could go to the shop. There just wasn't that choice. It was, well, you had one yesterday and now you don't have any now. Good luck. Cheers. May the force be with you. So yeah, it was forced onto everybody. Yeah. But I see a lot of the old smokers have returned to smoking. Just by the way.
No. I don't know if there's any other questions, maybe from you.
From me, well, firstly, I want to say congratulations on your show. I've been watching one or two of them. Obviously, once you guys contacted me, I did a little bit of research, and yeah, this is a good initiative, man. Well done. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for some of those difficult questions. You really thought about some of those, eh? That whole summing up in one word, that took me by surprise. That was a bit of a, what do I say now? Am I allowed to swear on the show? Because my wife calls me a couple of names that's also one worded. So I thought I'd leave those out for now.
Yeah. All right. So then that will be all from me. Thank you for joining.
You're very welcome. And good luck with the rest of your show. I'm loving it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Cheers.